This is a detailed guide on how to start earning from $100 a day in binary auctions with any investment. My name is Austin and I have been trading for over 6 years, and I'll show you every day how I do it. Trading has opened up a whole life for me. I started traveling, bought myself a car, and now I can walk anywhere. I will share a part of the most necessary knowledge with you. That's why the video is waiting for you. Choosing a platform for trading and instructions on how to use it. Top tools for quick earnings, practice, and get additional income. Are you ready? Then let's get started. So perhaps the first thing we need to start with is creating an account on a trading platform. I will not explain how many trading platforms are there and how they differ. I will just, show everything on the example of the platform on which I have been trading for 4th year and, consistently withdraw more than $5,000 a week of profit. So in order to open the broker site, you need to go to the description under the video and open the link, or you need to go to my Telegram channel also by the link from the description. Here you can find the link to start trading platform. We just copy it or click on it, then go to the search engine, paste this link, and you get to the page of registration of your account. Here we enter our email, here we enter our password, click this checkbox and create an account. I've already had an account, so I'm just going to log into it. Well, you have arrived at the trading platform. Most likely you will be offered to undergo training. Be sure to take it. After all this, we fill in all the details of our account and the profile section. Next, we need to deposit your account. This is one of the first and most important steps for future profits. Click on the deposit button, then choose any system that is convenient for you to pay the account. It can be a card or it can be cryptocurrency. I am used to depositing and working with cryptocurrency, so I just choose the method of deposit, and today I will make a deposit of $50. I think this will be a minimum necessary start in order to start really earn from $100 a day in at least a week. So here we do not touch anything else. Click continue and pay. Respectively, pay the application, and 5 minutes the deposit will be in our account. So our balance is replenished. Now the most interesting part is I am going to show you 2 tools that will help you make a profit today. The first tool is absolutely simple. You don't need to customize anything for it. You also follow the link from the description of this video. Get to my Telegram channel, and from here you get to the bot. This bot has been constantly developed and updated for the last 2 years. It gives us phenomenal signals with such statistics. Today, of course, not very statistics. We have 13 pluses and 5 minuses, but yesterday we had 37 profitable trades against 5 losing trades. It is 88% of win rate. Just crazy. Here, I have already pressed the button to receive signals. In the next 2 hours, as soon as the robot sends me any signal, we will open a trade on this signal. The second way to make money is to trade independently, and I will explain you how the simplest strategy is, which has always brought me very good results. To do this, we are going to need to customize our chart a little bit. We go to the upper left corner. Here we click on the chart type and select the candlestick chart type. This is where we make sure to turn on the timer. Next, we are going to need to add an indicator. We go to the indicator section and look at the SSI indicator here. We click on it once, and now we need to configure it correctly. Here we click on the pencil. We do not change anything in this period because it's too small. We will have a very large number of garbage signals. And if we put too big a period, it will be 2 trades per week. So the golden mean is a period of 20. But instead, I am sure if you change these settings, you will feel the difference immediately. Here we put minus 150 and here we put 150. Click save and we have this beautiful tool at the bottom. I will tell you what it is responsible for. Okay guys, I just got a notification from the Warbot. Let's open a trade with you and I will explain the strategy. We copy the name of the asset, paste it on the pocket option platform, then we look at the time of the transaction, 5 minutes. We go here and here we click either M5 or click 5 minutes. Direction down. The most important thing is to click right button. Do not confuse anything. Here I'm going to place about half of my balance in this trade because today we are going to be increasing our balance very much. So this trade we can add to the watch. Now let's move on to the strategy. Okay guys, it took a little bit to find the trade. So now I'm ready to explain to you all how it really works. See, in order to trade my strategy, you need to know a few basic things. Here, let's reduce the trade time to 2 minutes and open a trade on the upside. Look, the first thing, we always pay attention to the SSI indicator. I will not explain what this indicator is so as not to burden you too much. You need to remember only 2 things. This indicator has an upper line of 150 and a lower line of minus 150. When the chart of this indicator comes to the lower line or to the upper line, we have opportunities to open trades on the chart. That is, when we are at the lower line, we are looking for upside trades. As I am in this situation, when we are at the upper line, we are looking for downside trades. Once again, I am not going to go deep into the theory now as not to burden you, but besides that, you need to fill in some more information. Pay attention to the chart. It moves unevenly. That is, we have a chart moving both in the downward direction and in the upward direction. But sooner or later, the downward and upward directions change. That is, it ends, roughly speaking, the chart that we have stops and changes its direction. This place of stopping, roughly speaking, we mark it with these circles. We highlight here, we highlight here, here we highlight here, and I notice that our chart has a level. We take a horizontal line and we try to draw a horizontal line through these 3 points in an oblique way. That is, here we have at least 2 horizontal lines. We can do it simply. Take such a wonderful tool as a horizontal line and place them here approximately. Now let's see. Here we have a trade that closes in 2 seconds and brings us $35 of profit, and very soon the trade on our signal will close too. Let's wait until it closes and I will continue to explain the strategy to you. So, as you can see, the trade closes miraculously and also brings us profit. In total, our balance has already doubled. The Warbot has just sent us a positive signal. It showed us that the signal has worked successfully. Well, we saw it ourselves. So let's go back to our previous trade. Let's open the previous chart. By the way, look at my statistics of yesterday and the day before yesterday. I think you can see everything very well. We have already made 2 incredibly confident trades, but let's get back to the theory. We started to talk about the level, and just to make a trade, we need only 2 conditions. The first one, as I have already said, is the SSI indicator. It must be either at the lower boundary or at the upper boundary to open positions. In this case, we are at the bottom. So we open a position on the upside and we open it in this place because we have a horizontal level here. That is, the chart pushed away from this level twice. There was even a third touch, a fourth touch, a fourth touch, a fifth touch, and on the sixth touch, we enter the trade on the upside again and earn. Let me show you the same thing on the next example. So friends, I found another good moment. Let's take 50% of the balance again for 2 minutes and a down trade. Look what we see here. We see a certain area where the chart has turned in this place. Here we have, let's say, a peak before this reversal. Well, here we can also say that there was a reversal. I am stretching this horizontal area further, and we get here the resistance area, which we can have in red color. At the same time, I pay attention to our SSI indicator, and look, it is very close to the 150 zone. That is last time when we were at the 150 zone, and even this time when we were at the 150 zone. Look what happened with the chart. It was going downwards respectively, and now we are waiting for the same downward movement, especially if we take into account the fact that there is a horizontal level here from which the chart has already reversed. Look, right now we are seeing, just this reaction. Friends, there are literally two factors we are just combining. Two factors for the trade. Carefully look for them on the chart. We open a trade and get such great result. In my Telegram channel, there is a special video dedicated to trading on levels. If you want to develop and trade even more effectively, then be sure to watch my trading videos in Telegram. They are absolutely free for everyone. I try to make this material as useful and detailed as possible. Meanwhile, our third trade will close in 9 seconds and bring us profit. So guys, here we have a good opportunity to open a trade on the downside. See what I will explain to you. First of all, we have a horizontal level here that I told you about. Moreover, we have already got a good reaction. From it here, we pushed from it for the first time and for the second time, and now we are pushing from it for the third time. Then pay attention to the SSI indicator that has reached the upper boundary in all previous cases. We were falling after that on the chart. Here we were falling, here we were falling, here, and now we will be falling. So we open a trade and wait. Well friends, 3 seconds remain. The chart closes lower than our trade. Our trade was on the downside, and we get a 6-fold increase in our balance for 4 trades. That is, in fact, we made a deposit of $50 with you. Now we have $287 on our balance, and look at all the trades except for the last one. We closed just incredibly, confidently, and each of you could make money on it. Go to my Telegram channel right now on the recording link, do all the same actions that I did, and get the first profit.